ball, whether you're injured at work, hurt in an accident, or facing a disability, you need a team that knows how to win. At Werner Hoffman, Gregg and Garcia, we fight for you in personal injury, workers' compensation, and disability cases. With decades of experience, we make sure you get the benefits and compensation you deserve. Let us step up to the plate for you. Werner Hoffman, Gregg and Garcia, where Miami's injured find their strength. Call us now or visit wernerhoffman.com. Let's win this together.
ADT is the official smart security partner of the Miami Marlins. ADT knows every second counts, especially in baseball. 1 second you're down, the next you're on top again. 1 second the bases are loaded, the next everyone's home safe. And when it comes to your home, 1 second you feel safe, and the next something goes wrong. But with ADT's 24/7 professional monitoring, you still do. When every second counts, count on ADT. Visit ADT.com/Marlins or call 800-750-0647 today. For license information, visit ADT.com.
Visit Miccosukee Casino and Resort, where fortune meets fun. With over 1,800 slot machines, high-stakes bingo, 24/7 poker, and exciting high-limit slots, there's something for everyone to enjoy. From luxurious accommodations and exquisite dining at La Brisa to live entertainment and handcrafted cocktails at Temp Lounge, we thank you for choosing us as the premier casino, resort, brunch, and date night spot in Miami. Reimagined, redesigned. Rediscover Miccosukee Casino and Resort online at miccosukee.com.
Thanks for listening to Miami Marlins Baseball. Marlins Baseball is brought to you by ADT, the official smart security partner of the Miami Marlins, and Norwegian Cruise Line. Experience more at sea. With the 10th Inning Show, here's the voice of the Marlins, Jack McMullen.
Well, the Marlins get a win and make it a sweep over the Colorado Rockies. It is their fourth road sweep of the season. They get the sweep over the Rocks. They push Colorado to 41 and 112 on the year. That is the most losses in the history of the senior circuit, which is the National League. Sandy Alcantara was excellent today. It was a quality start for him. Sandy fired 6 2/3 innings of 3-run baseball. Tyler Phillips came on, and he got the final outs of this 7th inning. So just great work from Sandy, great work from the Marlins bullpen. It was a bit of a scare in the bottom of the 9th against Valente Belloso. 4 runs came in on a pair of homers and a pair of doubles against him. Calvin Fauché then came on. He allowed a single to Hunter Goodman, but then he got Jordan Beck to bounce out back to the pitcher's mound to end the contest. So all's well that ends well, and offensively, this was a homer fest. 9 runs on 12 hits for the Marlins and home runs from Liam Hicks, from Otto Lopez, and a pinch hit homer in the 9th from Heriberto Hernandez. Good win for the Fish, good sweep for your fighting Fish, and when we come back, we'll play you the highlights here. 10th Inning Show continues next on the Marlins Radio Network. Felt like I was in a Dr. Seuss book for a minute. First pitch to Liam Hicks. That one a ground ball. That's through the right side. That is a base hit. They're sending Marcy around third. He will come in to score. Throw comes back into the infield. Knocked down by the shortstop Tovar. And Augustine goes first at third. So an RBI single, and there is a free pass coming back to bite McCade Brown.
Luckily, it was a line drive that stayed over the head of Farmer.
First pitch to Javier Sanoja. That one hammered out to left and deep. Beck is back. That slams off the wall. Hernandez off on contact. He scores from second. Troy goes first to third. And Javier Sanoja blisters an RBI double to tie this game at 2 in the top of the 4th. Ready. The righty Brown gets the lefty hitting Marcy here. First pitch, Marcy with a roller left side of the infield. The shortstop Tovar, he's got it. He fires on the move. It is not in time, and a run comes in to score again. That is an RBI infield single for Marcy. It plates another, and Sanoja pushes to third. It's 3-2 Fish in the 4th. 30 home runs this year, 19 more than any other team in baseball. A 1 pitch, that one hit high in the sky, straight away center field. Doyle had to drift back a couple of steps. This will be deep enough to plate Burke. The throw goes to third. Sanoja chugs in there. Everybody up 90 feet. That is a sacrifice fly to give the Fish a 4-3 lead in the top of strikes. First woman to ever call balls and strikes in a big league ball game. 2-2. That one hit well left center field. Doyle and Beck converging. Brenton Doyle covers as much ground as anyone. He gets to that with ease on the track in left center, but that is plenty deep enough to play Paulie from third. It is out number 2, but a sacrifice fly gives the Fish some breathing room. 5-3 in the top of the 62 games, barring something crazy at the end of the year. 1-1. Augustine takes off. He sends one high in the air, out to left and deep. It is gone. Augustine Ramirez, a 2-run blast. All right, 10th inning show is rolling on here. Marlins get a win over the Colorado Rockies. They sweep the Rockies in Denver. Your final score today, 9-7. We'll play the highlights here in a moment, but before that, Liam Hicks was the star of the show. Hicks was the DH today. We talked to Liam last night. Got to talk to him again today. 2-run shot, his 6th homer of the year, also a 2-run single, so 4 RBIs on the day. Steven Strom was standing by with him.
Well, it's always good when we get back-to-back Hicksy appearances. Your team has won 7 of 8. You start off with a sweep. What's come together for the team the last week and a half?
I think we're just rolling. I think the pitching's been really good. I mean, starting pitching's been outstanding, giving us a shot to win, like Sandy today. And then the bats have kind of come at good times, good situational hitting, getting the job done, getting guys on, moving them over, and getting them in.
What felt right about the swing today?
Just trying to get back, hitting the ball hard, really. Keep it simple. Yesterday, hit some balls hard just on the ground, so felt good getting it off the ground today.
Ronnie, do you want to join? Okay, Ronnie was going to join, but now he's not. You were on this team in the beginning of June when the Rockies came to 305 and swept you guys. What has changed since that month, you think, in June?
I think a lot of confidence. I think, it was a young team. It still is a young team, so there's a lot of growing pains throughout the year, a lot of ups and downs, but I think we're rolling right now. A lot of confidence in our team that we can come back from any game. So it's been really good.
And final thoughts on your first ever time playing here at Coors Field?
It was awesome. I mean, I love the stadium's awesome, fun place to hit. Fans are really good too. And 3 wins. I mean, it can't get much better than that.
Very good, Hicksy. Thanks for the time, man.
Thank you.
All right, Jack.
All right. Thank you, Steven, and thank you to Liam Hicks. Of course he loves this place. Liam Hicks was interviewed by Steven Strom twice. Just awesome stuff. Let's run you through the highlights here while we got you. Scoring got going in the top of the 2nd inning. It was dueling scoreless first from the starters, Sandy Alcantara and Tanner Gordon. But Eric Wagaman reached on an air with 2 men out. Tanner Gordon surrendered an unearned run after a Dane Myers single. We got that highlight? Interesting. All right. Sounds like we might be having some tech issues right now. So here's what we'll do, actually. We are going to step aside one more time, see if we can get those tech issues sorted out, because we can play the highlights after that. Oh, it sounds like we're good to go. All right, never mind. Tech issues, crisis averted. We are all set. So, again, scoring got going in the top of the 2nd on a Dane Myers single. 1-2, a line shot into center. That drops in for a base hit. They're sending Wags, and Moniak's throw back into second. Eric Wagaman, the speed demon, in from second base. That's an RBI single for Dane Myers, and the Fish open scoring. It's 1-0 in the top of the 2nd. So the Marlins did open scoring, but Colorado countered a half inning later in the home second on the first of 2 homers on the night for Blaine Krim. 2-2, Krim golfs high in the air, down the left field line. Questions fair or foul. That is a fair ball, and it's gone. Blaine Krim cheated to a slider. He was way out in front of a pitch on the inside rail, and he drilled it down the left field line. It's his 2nd homer in the big leagues and in a Rockies uniform. And he knocks this game at a run apiece in the bottom of the 2nd. Also in the bottom of the 2nd, Tyler Freeman came through to give Colorado the lead.
There's the one that's going to work, especially here.
First pitch to Tyler Freeman, whacked back up the gut. That rolls out to Marcy in center. They're waving Karros around third. He will score without a throw as it comes back into the shortstop Lopez. That is an RBI knock for Tyler Freeman. He's 2 for 2, and Colorado takes a 2-1 lead in the bottom of the 2nd. But then we hear from Hicksy. Augustine Ramirez looped a double down the right field line for number 30, and Hicks brought Augustine home, also brought himself home. First pitch to Liam Hicks. That one smashed high in the air out to right. Freeman is back. He's looking up, and it's gone. Hicksy goes yard, right center field into the Rocky bullpen, and the 2-run shot flips the scoreboard. 3-2 Miami in the top of the third. It's Liam's 6th home run on the year. What's better than a solo shot? How about back-to-back blasts? This one from Otto Lopez. You got to trade for it. You got to draft it. Otto, he tomahawks a ball high in the air out to left. No doubt about this one. It's flirting with the concourse in left center. Back-to-back jacks for the Fish. And Otto with home run number 15. A moonshot. 446. And it's 4-2 Fish in the third. At this ballpark, do you believe me that scoring halted for a couple innings? But it did. In the top of the 7th, Liam Hicks plated 2 more. Payoff pitch. Bouncing ball left side. That is through the vacated left side of the infield for a base hit. Marcy scores. Beck's throw goes to second, so Augustine scores as well. It's a 2-run single for Liam Hicks. He's got a 4 RBI day, and he doubles the Marlins' advantage. It's 6-2 in the top of the 7th. But then in the bottom of the 7th inning, Colorado got back on the board thanks to a long ball from Yanquiel Fernandez. Yanquiel Fernandez goes liftoff out to right and deep. That thing is gone. Snaps a stretch of 15 in a row retired by Sandy Alcantara. And that was a no-doubt shot from a guy with a ton of pop in his bat. 4th homer in the big league career of Yanquiel Fernandez. And it's 6-3 Marlins in the bottom of the 7th. But then the Fish answered that run back in the top of the 8th inning. You had Eric Wagaman reach on an error from Ryan Ritter, and then Troy Johnston played at him. First pitch to Troy Johnston, lined into straightaway center. That's in for a base hit. Moniak did not get a great read on that. He's got to play it on his backhand, and that allows Wagaman to score from second. So it's an RBI single for Troy Johnston, RBI number 11 for him in the big leagues. And the Fish tack on an insurance run. It's 7-3 in the top of the 8th. More insurance at the top of the 9th on the 2-run pinch hit blast from Big Bert. He drills the ball high in the air, left center field. Beck is back. He's looking up, and that thing flies out of here. Heriberto Hernandez just drilled another baseball. Marlins are teeing off today. Home run number 9 on his year, and the 2-run shot makes it 9-3 in the top of the 9th. So Hernandez, he capped off the Marlins scoring in the bottom of the 9th. Things started to get a little sticky. Blaine Krim led off the inning with his second shot of the game. Next pitch. That one drilled high in the air, left center field. You got Hernandez working back to the wall, and it's gone. Multi-homer day for Blaine Krim. It is the first multi-homer day of his major league career, and he cuts into the deficit. It's now 9-4. Marlins at the bottom of the 9th. After that, Valente Belloso did induce a fly out of Kyle Karros to straightaway center field. On the warning track, it was hard hit, but then a double from Fernandez off the wall in right center, and Ritter plated him with a double of his own. First pitch. Ritter, he loops one down the right field line. That is a fair ball. That drops in down the right field line. It plates another run, and Ritter swaps places with Yanquiel Fernandez. Back-to-back doubles against Valente Belloso, then an RBI double for Ritter. And it's now 9-5. Marlins in the bottom of the 9th. Then the thing that made you tighten up a little bit. Mickey Moniak with a 2-run shot to cut it to 2. And the 3-2. That one hit high in the air, out to right center field. Marcy is back. He's looking up. That thing flies into the seats in right center field. Mickey Moniak drills a homer. It's his 5th in 4 games. And again, this is a 2-run ball game. 9-7 in the bottom of the 9th after a 4-run inning. Clayton didn't want to play around. He pulled Valente Belloso. Calvin Fauché entered the contest. He allowed a line drive single from Hunter Goodman to bring the tying run to the plate in Jordan Beck. Beck was 0 for 4 with 4 strikeouts, and thankfully he goes down to secure the sweep. 3-1 pitch. That one a chopper, right side of the mound. Fauché plucks it. Underhand toss to first in time, and that is the ball game. Fauché fielded his position. He comes on. He gets the out he needs, and the Marlins lock up the sweep. It got a little hairy with a 4-run bottom of the 9th for Colorado, but the final score on Thursday afternoon at Coors Field, the Marlins 9, the Rockies 7. That's how this one sounded. It was a doozy, but it was a sweep for the Fish. Again, their 4th road sweep on the year and a revenge sweep after Colorado swept them in Miami. When we come back, you'll hear from the skipper, Clayton McCullough. 10th inning show continues next on the Marlins Radio Network. Righty hitting catcher. He turns on a ball, sends it out to center field and deep. Bader is back at the track, at the wall, and it's gone. Brian Navarreto. It's his first Major League homer and his first Major League RBI. It starts to cut into it, but welcome back to the show. This guy had 5 plate appearances in the big leagues. They all came in the COVID season in 2020, and he reintroduces himself in style. 1. Wagaman drills out to left and deep. Marsh is back. That will slam off the wall. Augustine comes in to score. Hernandez wheels around. He goes first to third. And Wagatak has an RBI double to get the Marlins on the board. It's 4-1 in the bottom of the 4th. First pitch to Sanoja. That one smothered into the ground. And the shortstop Sosa charges. He fires on the run. It kicks off the facing of the dugout. And a run will come in to score. That one bounced right in front of the plate and directly over the top of the pitcher's mound. And that infield single plates Hernandez from third base. It's an RBI knock for Javi. It's 4-2 Phillies in the bottom of the 4th. Marcy's 10th stolen base in 12 attempts. Augustine's 12th in 15 attempts. And Otto drills a ball out to left and deep. That thing is gone. Onto the concourse. Otto Lopez drills a baseball, and it's a 3-run shot. Number 13 on the year for Lopez, and they open scoring quickly. 3-0 Fish, bottom 1. Payoff pitch. Otto hits well, out to left center field again. Marsh is back. He's looking up, and it's gone. Insurance from Otto, and it is his afternoon. A multi-homer day. And that. All right, 10th inning show continues here with the Marlins getting the win 9-7 over the Colorado Rockies. Surely a happy skipper. Let's hear from Clayton McCullough after this one.
Bend don't break is the word of the series.
Yeah, I mean, certainly offensively, you never can take an inning off. You got to just try to put them together and scratch runs across, add on when you have leads. You're never out of it. So really proud of our guys today again for coming up, backing up Sandy, getting him some runs, adding on to the lead, and then that was great. And then Sandy, to me, after the first couple innings, it felt like he didn't throw a ball again until a couple outs in the 7th. He really locked it in, got into a great rhythm. He found out what was working and playing best. So he was fantastic today to put a couple longer stressful innings, the first couple behind him, and really mow through them very well through the latter part of the game and give our offense a chance to score some runs for him.
From the dugout, what are the signs when Sandy has entered this rhythm?
You just see the velocity actually starts to pick up as he goes along, and he's getting a lot of ground ball outs. He really controlled the ball to his arm side very well. Able to get the ball in on righties and get some ground balls, get it off the barrel. You can just see the efficiency at which he starts working. He's ahead of people, and he feels like he's just kind of has his foot on their throat from pitch 1 in the at bat. And that's how he's able to, I think, put together some really efficient, quick innings like he's able to do, which allows him to go deep into games.
And his battery mate Augustine throws out a runner today, but he also joins first ever rookie with 30 doubles, 20 home runs, and 10 stolen bases.
Wow, that's quite the accomplishment. And I think you said, for as much as we've talked about Gus this year, we step back and look at, he said, that's a really amazing collection of statistics he's been able to do. He's had a phenomenal rookie season, and all while doing that at a very demanding, difficult position, both physically and mentally. So that's great. The throw today was fantastic. Up the line, Javi got there in a good spot, and perfect throw and accuracy on that one.
Skip, on an unrelated note, Clayton Kershaw today announced he's retiring at the end of the year. As somebody who knows a little something about him, what are your thoughts on him and his body of work? Wow.
Well, congratulations to Clayton, Ellen, their entire family. They're
Look, Clayton's a Hall of Fame baseball player. I mean, he's all the accolades, well deserving of all the recognition. He's gotten multiple-time World Series champion. But I'll tell you this: like, knowing Clayton and his family, he's a better dad than he is a pitcher. This guy is he's a terrific family man and a great teammate. The way he works and how he takes care of himself from season to season. So, tip of the cap to Kirsch for an amazing career, and I hope. If we don't get into the postseason, then I hope that Clayton's able to ride out on top.
You guys are obviously playing good baseball, but when you see Alcantara doing what he's doing, and you think about Yuri, and you think about where this club is now and where it could be a year from now, how exciting is that? I know you're not jumping ahead yet, but how exciting is it to know that Alcantara is kind of coming back and rounding back into form now?
Yeah, I think what we've seen from Sandy the last 6 or 7 weeks, the stretch of starts he's put together is what he and everyone expected, and knew that it was potentially going to take some time for him to get back into a rhythm of things after the procedure and the rehab and all the time missed. And so what he's doing now, we all expected and knew it was going to happen at some point. And I think the greatest thing Sandy's going to be able to take from this and go into the offseason feeling in a really great spot. A different type of offseason this year, coming off of a full season pitching again to prepare for next year. And, we'd expect Sandy to come out next season and pick up, right where he's left off here. He looks great. And, certainly Yuri in a similar vein, working himself back from a lengthy amount of time away and all the opportunities he's gotten, the experiences he's gained this year, we know with his talent level is going to bode very well for, the front part of our rotation moving forward. So we love the collection of arms that we have here. And, throw in Brian Weathers, throw in Edward Cabrera, what Jansen's done. We have Braxton Garrett coming back. Max Meyer. So we feel like we have a lot of arm talent in this organization. And, you need a lot of starters to get through a season.
You guys are position players you have coming back next year. How excited are you about them?
I mean, we do. We felt like we've had a number of players this year really come into their own. I think a lot of attention has been paid to Kyle Stowers, rightly so. Kyle's had a phenomenal season. And what Jacob Marcy's been able to do, we just talked about Augustin Ramirez, Otto Lopez, Xavier Edwards. So we feel like we have, more clarity on things, I think, right now than we did at the beginning of the season. But we'll just try to finish this one strong here before we get too much into 26.
Clayton, you guys have won 7 of 8 now. How have you seen the team get back on track?
I think this is just – you look at how our all season long, and this is, I think, a testament to how our group has been really, this entire season, how we've gone through some more difficult stretches, their ability to flush those quickly and just continue to come out and play and look to try to win that day's game. And right now we're, doing some really nice things on the mound, pitching well and playing defense, which that's where it's all going to start, is our ability to pitch and play defense at a high level, and offensively really feel like since August 1, our offense, these the guys have really bought into show Pedro, the messaging they're getting, the plan, the approach, they're taking their at bats to a much more mature level. And so I think, you put all those factors together and you put, full games together like we have, and that's how you get on a good streak.
All right, that was Clayton McCullough after this one. Really happy with this, and thought Steven nailed it. Like, it felt like a bend don't break series, and you know what? This Thursday afternoon really felt bend don't break. We will pause 2 minutes or step aside for 2 minutes. 10th inning show concludes next on the Marlins Radio Network.
Step up.
Felt like I was in a Dr. Seuss book for a minute. First pitch to Liam Hicks. That one a ground ball. That's through the right side. That is a base hit. They're sending Marcy around third. He will come in to score. Throw comes back into the infield. Knocked down by the shortstop Tovar. And Augustine goes first at third. So an RBI single, and there is a free pass coming back to bite McCade Brown.
Luckily, it was a line drive that stayed over the head of Farmer.
First pitch to Javier Sonoja. That one hammered out to left and deep. Beck is back. That slams off the wall. Hernandez off on contact. He scores from second. Troy goes first to third. And Javier Sonoja blisters an RBI double to tie this game at 2 in the top of the 4th. Ready. Now the righty Brown gets the lefty hitting Marcy here. First pitch, Marcy with a roller left side of the infield. The shortstop Tovar, he's got it. He fires on the move. It is not in time, and a run comes in to score again. That is an RBI infield single for Marcy. It plates another, and Sonoja pushes to third. It's 3-2 Fish in the 4th. 30 home runs this year, 19 more than any other team in baseball. 0-1 pitch. That one hit high in the sky, straightaway center field. Doyle had to drift back a couple of steps. This will be deep enough to plate Burt. The throw goes to third. Sanoha chugs in there. Everybody up 90 feet. That is a sacrifice fly to give the Fish a 4-3 lead in the top of strikes. First woman to ever call balls and strikes in a big league ball game. 2-2. That one hit well left center field. Doyle and Beck converging. Brenton Doyle covers as much ground as anyone. He gets to that with ease on the track in left center, but that is plenty deep enough to play Paulie from third. It is out number 2, but a sacrifice fly gives the Fish some breathing room. 5-3 in the top of the 72 games, barring something crazy at the end of the year. 1-1. Augustine takes off. He sends one high in the air, out to left. All right, 10th inning show is wrapping up. If you're with us on YouTube and X, thank you. You also see Steve-O punching away here. Getaway day. We got to get on a bird and go to Arlington, Texas, so we will do that. You can hear Sandy Alcantara's thoughts on Marlins Rewind, wherever you get your podcasts, on Spotify, Apple Podcasts. People use Stitcher, apparently. I think it's on Stitcher as well. So go ahead and do that. But Spotify and Apple Podcasts for the normal person crowd. We are getting going tomorrow at 8:05. That is the first pitch between the Marlins and the Texas Rangers. It'll be Jansen Junk and Tyler Malley. 7:30, Marlins on Deck begins from Globe Life Field in Arlington. Humongous thank you to Ahmed Jordan for staying up late last night and then doing the day game after a night game thing with us. For Steven Strom, for Gabby Sanchez, I'm Jack McMullen saying so long from Coors Field. Marlins wrap up a sweep, revenge sweep over the Rockies, 9-7 the final score. This has been a presentation of Miami Marlins baseball on the Marlins Radio Network.
Number 1 on